Thank you for joining this lesson. We're going to handle statistics number 5. The following data was obtained from the masses of certain animals. Complete the table and histogram below. So we have a table here, then a histogram here, whereby frequency density and class boundaries have been plotted. Let us look at what is required. Remember, frequency density is usually plotted when the class intervals are not uniform. So this means we need now to draw and extend our table such that now we'll be able to finish up with the frequency density. Then there is also some missing frequency. We are also supposed to locate it. Then we go now to the histogram, whereby we are supposed now to finish up with the diagram. Therefore, allow me write frequency density together with its formula. So frequency density is usually given by the frequency of a class divided by the class width, or rather the class interval. So this means for the first class, which is having a class interval of all the way to 50.5 from 40.5, this is a class interval of 10. Then the frequency is 20. So 20 out of 10, frequency of 20 divided by class interval of 10, and this gives us a frequency density of 2. The next class, we don't know the frequency, but the class interval is known from 50.5 to 55.5. That is a class interval of 5. Again, we can extract the frequency density from the diagram. The frequency density is 5. Remember, if frequency density equals to frequency out of class width, then we can multiply frequency density times the class width to get back the frequency. So a frequency density which has been plotted according to the diagram here is of 5, and the class width is 5. Therefore, there is a frequency of 25. So the frequency here, the missing frequency is 25. And now we are saying there is a class width of 5. So to get frequency density, it's 25 out of 5. That is what resulted to 5 as the frequency density. And finally, you have a class width of from 65.5 minus a lower boundary of 55.5. This is giving us exactly 10. So 40 divided by 10. Frequency of 40, then class width of 10. This is going to be exactly 4. So now we got our table full. We get back to our diagram now, whereby we need now to plot the first class. The lower boundary is 40.5 and the upper boundary is 50.5. Then the frequency density that we should plot is of 2. Therefore, on the vertical axis, we go where 2 is, a height of 2. So the first bar is going to be along this line now. Along this line. So now we have the first bar. The next is already drawn, and the last one is going to be a height of 4. The frequency density is 4, from 55.5 all the way to 65.5, and a height of 4. So 4 is at this point, so we just do a straight line horizontally. Yeah, this is the height. This is the height. Now we do line distance so that we have the bar hasn't closed. So this is now the frequency density plotted against upper boundaries to give us what we are calling a histogram. Thank you so much for following. Subscribe and share.